Okay, so I figured we'd go over my kit for this day camp. First off, I have my Native Survival Earth Brown Haversack, Sherwood Forest Edition is what I call it. You know, it's kind of like something that Robin Hood might carry. You know, I dig Robin Hood. In there, I just have like the valuables pouch. Got like keys, hat and gloves in case I need them. A knife I'm giving away in a little while. Through night headlamp, glasses case. That's it. Just kind of stuff that I want handy. I like having a headlamp handy, you know, gloves, hat, quick things. Alright, the ruck I'm using today is a Frost River kitchen pack. Waxed canvas. I have pouches on the side. Mayflies are brutal right now. I just got some food with me. Got some ramen. I have some stuff to make grilled cheese. You know, bread, butter, that kind of stuff. I have a Keith Canteen. Get this at keith.com. Make sure you can see what I'm doing here. Keith.com. It's a cool company. They approached me and asked if I wanted to put my logo on any of their items. This is one of their items. It's all titanium stuff. They're in Japan. Titanium Canteen. They have a frying skillet, a pan. They have like 152 items to choose from, all different bottles, everything. I never did it because I'm kind of a stainless guy, really. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where it ends. I'm kind of a stainless guy, so I like stainless. King James, New Testament with Proverbs and Psalms. And a whole bunch of paracord, just a bunch of different little lengths and stuff, you know, 6 feet, 10 feet, little bits and pieces. I have some cheese that I can snack on, some super sharp cheddar, really good. Another ramen. And last thing in this pouch, side pouch, is a glacier cup with handles that I modded myself. Roger that. The other side. Oops. Yeah, the other side is first aid kit. In here I have band-aids. I have the bigger band-aid, which is a custom band-aid. Gauze pad, right? It's a gauze pad. Got a bunch of them in there. That's for like legit hurt yourself bad, you know. Medical tape to apply it. I mean, that's just a band-aid. Just a band-aid is a small gauze pad, you know. Got band-aids in there. Anti-bug balm. Water purification tabs, that kind of stuff. You know, for whatever reason, if I'm in trouble and need water because I'm in shock or super dehydrated, like on a heat stroke kind of day or whatever, I can literally just drop 2 of those tabs in my canteen. You know, bing bing. If I'm just laying on the ground, just drop them in. You know, mix them up, wait a half hour, and just chug that sucker. You know, it could just be water like from the stream. You know, that's really handy, especially in a hot day when you're not able to function. That's why it's in the first aid kit. That's like a first aid moment. That's like if I don't get hydration, I might become unconscious kind of moment, right? So I can take care of cuts, bleeding, small and large, and also dehydration with this. And with some other stuff at the bottom. I think there might be some Tylenol in there maybe for headaches. Just kind of, rest of it's just kind of throwing a bunch of stuff in there. That's the main focus. Alright, I've got some milk. I'm gonna make some tea today. I have my Queen Canteen. I have another mug at the bottom, which I won't bother taking out. Exact same mug as the other one. Then I have my handmade, hand-carved kit for cooking. Got a plank, just a piece of firewood, not a big deal. It wasn't even a nice piece, I needed one, so I made one. Fork I made. Spoon. I sell these once in a while. Sometimes they give them as gifts and stuff. Spatula. And scooper, whatever you call those. Ladle. Pick up liquids. I also have my junk knife. This is like the junk knife. It's more I don't even know what it is. Carbon $9 knife. I don't remember honestly. It's like the children's one with the guard. I use it to like crack into cans and break, cut through bones, baton it through bones. So I also use it to debone meat. That way, because that way I preserve the edge of my good knife. Because when you use your trim knife on bone around it, to debone meat, you always alter your edge. Always. And if you're just popping through a joint, your edge is jacked up after that. So I always keep a knife that's kind of rough and ready, and it's for those kinds of tasks. So I carry 2 knives in the field. I carry my nice belt knife, which I'll get out in a minute. I haven't put it on yet. It's still in my bag. I just got to camp. And my rough and ready, deboning knife, just kind of catch all knife. Alright, that's it for that pouch. Yeah, this pack by Frost River is kind of a short stout pack. It's quite short, really. It's quite short, but it's wide. Fits well in a canoe. Rides pretty high on the back. And it's a mid-size pack. It's like 65 liters. So it's not a small bag, but it's not really a big bag either. Whoop, just found a tick on my leg. Right here. See him? It's all fun and games until those bastards give you a disease. Almost kill you, right? And or kill you. Be very careful. You can get some very gnarly diseases from those dudes. There's things like anaplasmosis, things like Lyme disease, ehrlichiosis. None of these things are good things. None of them. Okay, so inside my pack, it has these rain flaps. Okay, so like if these flaps weren't here, right, and my bag was, kind of like this, see that? The rain would just go right into my bag, I mean, the flap is wide, but the bag can push out. It can be wider. So that's why they give you these rain flaps put in there, and now that covers that gap. See that? And also, if you're so inclined, which I'll have to do at some point, I haven't done it yet, you can use the grommets to tie to each other, so you can really keep them locked in. Looks like they actually made a mistake on this. Look at this. Frost River is not known for mistakes. They didn't cut through that grommet. See, this one goes right through. This one doesn't. That's funny. I'll have to take, I don't know, a drill to go through that. I'm not going to push through that with a knife because the metal ring is there. I'm not going to push through that with a screwdriver. I mean, this is double layer burly stuff, so I'll just drill right through that sucker. Okay, so the rest of the pack, what I have in here on the inside is my rain jacket, rain shell. It's a North Face. Toilet paper, blow my nose and go to the bathroom. My frying pan. You can find a lot of the stuff on my website actually. Bushcraft frying pans on my website, haversacks on my website. I've got 2 knives with me today because I like to. I have a Tiger Maple native survival knife, Beauteous, and my Bacote native survival knife, which is my main carry. I just brought my Maple just to have it in case I feel like using it. This is the Bacote. For the record, there's only one of these left on the website. So, I don't have another batch in the works. I mean, it might be a year or more before I get more of those made. Okay, let's go inside the bag. Deep inside the bag, I have an Equinox tarp. This is a 10 by 12. I used to rock an 8 by 10. So now it's just a foot wider. It's 2 feet longer, 2 feet wider, but that's 1 foot on each edge. You know? I have some pouches. Got my smoking kit, a tinder pouch. And the last pouch I have with me today, this is my food pouch. Bannock, spices, tea, that kind of thing. In here I have birch bark and jute twine and broom sedge, things like that. Tinder for ferro rod or for bow drill or hand drill. And inside here I have organic tobacco from Kentucky in this one. And in this one I have wild smokables that I've gathered myself, like sweet fern and mint and all sorts of stuff, which you can find in my older videos. I show how to gather all that stuff. Did a bunch of pipe videos, I carved pipes and all that kind of stuff. Inside here is my matches. This is my pipe. This is a leather book cover that I found, made in Canada, that I found in my meme's wardrobe, you know, like her drawers, her top drawer, after she passed away. Going through her stuff, cleaning things out and all that kind of stuff, you know. Even has a page keeper bookmark. It's kind of neat. I've never used it for that. I have a very special pipe. This is my Ranger pipe. I believe it's maple, maybe, stem, and I believe this is maple as well. Comes apart so I can clean both sides really easily. And this was carved for me by my friend Dave. Several years ago we carved each other pipes. Made videos about it and stuff too. The end of the pack is a billy can. This is by Zebra. I've got this, learned about it from someone that is kind of like a long distance mentor for me in the forest, Ray Mears. Dude is epic. I drilled holes through this so I can steam food, you know, put clams in there, whatever. And inside there I just have 2 bandanas. One for cleaning me, clean things, you know. One for like raw, kind of nasty things, you know. 3 items left, well 4 items left I suppose. I have a Grandfather's Bruck's Wilderness Axe, designed by Ray Mears. You can only get it on his website. And I have an Adventure Sworn buck saw, cherry wood. Last 2 things. I have Native Survival Moisture Barrier. It's something I throw down if I want to lay in the ground cleanly, or if I want to do fire prep, if I want to just sit down, whatever, you know. If I need a spot that's dry and like safe in the forest, basically, I just throw down my moisture barrier. Also goes underneath my sleeping bag as well, or my wool blanket, which I have inside. So rolled up inside is my wool blanket, Native Survival wool blanket, which is a wool bivvy and blanket, things like that. Works really well. And this is protecting it. It's like a shell right now, so even though it's misting and raining a little bit right now, it's keeping it dry. And I had it in my bag anyways, but when it's on the outside of my pack, it keeps it dry. It doesn't get it muddy and nasty like when I put my pack down in the mud, in the dirt, like when I'm in swamps, whatever, you know. Just if it's raining, like I don't want my sleeping bag, well, it can't be in my sleeping bag, my wool blanket. It's like my summer sleeping bag. If I want my wool blanket, you know, not to get soaked, I just wrap it in this. But it's just riding at the bottom of my pack. It's big enough for it. There's no need to put it on the outside. Okay, well, thanks for joining me today in New England at my camp here up on the ridge above the gorge. My kit is pretty simple. Fits in a medium-sized ruck. It's really robust kit. Good tools, you know, the trifecta, Native Survival knife, Grandfather's axe, Adventure Sworn saw. I have my small haversack, my ruck, some food, my tarp I'm going to throw up at some point if it starts really raining good. And you know, I've got a couple options for cooking. I have a cooking pot, a billy can. I also have a frying pan. And you know, it's just really concise and clean. I got some pouches in there with a couple different things, you know, food, smoking, recreation. You know, go find a spot to sit down and, you know, for half an hour and just, you know, smoke a pipe and just enjoy the forest. Maybe see something run by, possum, whatever, down at the bottom of the gorge. You know, it's just nice to have like a tinder bag, to have like pouches with certain things in it, you know, food pouch, etc. And yeah, I hope my kit gives you some ideas. It's all important, you know. But having my wool blanket out here and my moisture barrier is just nice, you know. Sitting on split log bench is fine, but it's wet, right? So I can either sit on my haversack lid, or I can throw down my moisture barrier if I want to lay the whole thing. I can just fold up the moisture barrier. What I like to do is put the moisture barrier down first so it's dry, and then put my wool blanket, fold it like a square, put that on there. Now it's like sitting on a couch at home. You know, now it's like a warm, insulated, padded cushion on top of a waterproof bench. And because it's, you know, a moisture barrier over the whole bench, I can use it like a long table. I can put things on there and stuff's not going to fall off or whatever. It's going to stay dry. I can put anything on there, toilet paper, whatever. It's not going to soak up water and get ruined by sitting on the soaking wet bench. So everything has a purpose. Everything is double or triple uses. And you know, it's a real simple kit. It doesn't weigh a lot. This is probably, I don't know, 30 pounds maybe, 35. I don't know, I didn't weigh it. I kind of don't care about that, you know. I just bring what I want to bring, and even if it's like iron pans, you know, and I'm good to go. So this is my kit. Hope you get some ideas from this, and catch you guys in the next video. Take care.